My name is Frank Iacobucci. I'm an ex-law professor, an ex-deputy minister of justice, an ex-chief justice of the federal court, and an ex-justice of the Supreme Court of Canada. So a constitution is not just a sort of an aspect of the ultimate supreme law, which it is the supreme law of the land. But the charter is also aspirational. And that aspirational dimension is very, very important for a society to look at its constitution and aspire to the values that are in there. Now, we don't want to be taken in by that, because one of the most fascinating constitutions I have ever read, not from cover to cover, but I have looked at, was this Constitution of the Soviet Union. Unbelievably impressive, eloquent language. And so, but the reality was that eloquence was those values. And that's not just my opinion. That was the opinion of the Chief Justice of the Soviet Supreme Court when he came to visit Canada with two colleagues of his court as part of Glasnost and Perestroika. And he said, "We're here to learn from you, the Canadians, because our Constitution does have that eloquence, but we know that in reality we don't achieve that because it's a party system and the party governs, and whatever is good for the party is the surrogate for what is good for the people. And the judges were not independent." So we've got a heritage of English law in terms of our English system, the independence of the judiciary, the rule of law, the basic freedoms that Magna Carta gave us, and so on and so forth. But we have superimposed on that a charter, a Bill of Rights, which admittedly, and federalism, which admittedly came from the United States. And I think the appearance of the charter, fraught with all the difficulties, the controversies, labels of activism by the judiciary, labels of usurping democratic principles by 9 individuals sitting around a round table in Ottawa, the counter-majoritarian, why are these unelected officials overruling the manifestations of a legislative body to declare something unconstitutional? All of those debates. That's all part of modern constitutionalism. Every country that I'm familiar with has gone into these crises of activism and so on, and that's part of what a democracy means. I think there is something in the metaphor that Michael Ignatieff uses. I'm not using him in any political sense, but he wrote a book on the rights revolution, and I think the Charter has given us an opportunity to hear voices that have not been heard. It makes noise, but it makes for noise, but that noise is part of what a democracy is all about.